Okay, let's talk about troubleshooting. I wish that I could say that every single appointment or class that you have, that everybody will just go ahead and enroll immediately with their first option, right? But reality is there will be some things that you need to do to troubleshoot as maybe people can't afford their first option. And so one thing to consider is that no sales are really sadder for the customer than for you. So imagine that you go into your favorite store and you're looking at some amazing shirts and you find one that you just really, really love and you want to purchase it and you look at the price tag and it is just way beyond your budget. And that makes you sad. That makes you sad not to be able to purchase that you can't afford it. You can't afford the first option that you would choose. And that's the same way with people in these appointments, is that especially if you do your job well, that they will come away really wanting the essential oils for their specific needs and concerns. And so it will make them sad if, for instance, they choose a natural solutions kit, but they can't afford it. That's their first option. That's really what they would like to purchase, but they just can't afford it. And that's okay. That's not, so when someone says, no, I can't afford it, that's not a reflection on you. And there's no reason that you need to feel bad when you get a no on something. And so our job really is to recognize that they're going to be sad if they leave not being able to afford something. And so your job is to make them happy before they go. And so what we do is we will drop down. So for instance, if we gave them the option of the natural solutions and the home essentials, and their first option was the natural solutions, but they say, I can't afford it, you have the opportunity to say, hey, no problem, that you could go with the home essentials kit, or there's the family essentials kit, and show them those. And your job is to be even more excited about those options and saying, hey, a lot of people do this. And you can always add on the products that you didn't get this month. You can add them on next month, and you can start building up your stash. And that's a great way to get the oils in your home. And you need to really be more excited about that. And so that when they leave, and if they had to go with maybe their second option or a third option, that they're still happy, that they see that you're happy for them and not disappointed that they couldn't get the larger kit. So let's go through a couple of scenarios that may happen as you are presenting to people in your closing and giving them the options of the kit. So the first one is that they want the larger kit, but don't order it. And so it's really finding out if, and doing that drop down thing, hey, no problem. The Family Essentials kit is a great kit. It has all the same oils as the other one, and you can always add on a diffuser next month, right? And so you're presenting, that would be one response that you could have. You can presenting a drop down option. The second response would be, okay, no problem, and say, let's say their first option, or they were looking at the Family Essentials kit, and so that's really the smallest starter membership kit that we have, that you could be dropping down to the intro kit. So the intro kit is a kit that you can purchase in your back office. It comes with lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and they are about $20 wholesale price. And so you could offer that to them $30, which would allow you to earn $10 on that intro kit. And it allows them to go away happy because they're able to take some oils with them and just get started with something, right? So your response could be, okay, no problem, I understand. I always bring with me this really cool intro kit that has the lemon, lavender, and peppermint. It's $30 and has the 3 most popular oils. And what's awesome is that you can take this with you right now and start using them right away. And so that's a great response as well. And so having those on hand, I think that there's a deal in your back office that if you purchase, I think you get 6 for the price of, or with a discount. You can see in your back office, if you do intro kit, they'll pull up the single intro kit, or if you purchase them in, I think it's a bundle of 6. So the third response is if you kind of have gone down, you've started at maybe the Home Essentials kit or Natural Solutions kit, and you've given them 2 more options and they still say no, and then you drop down to the intro kit and they still say no, then your third response would be, okay, no problem, let me know how I can help if anything changes, right? And so you just kind of keep dropping, and you want to go away on a good note. Now, the second scenario is they choose the larger kit immediately. And so maybe it's the natural solutions, it's the home essentials kit, and just like immediately, yep, I want that one, yep, I want to purchase that. Okay, so what that says to me is that it's possible that they could afford more and maybe they could use more things if you give them that option. And so your response for that is, while you're filling out the enrollment form, that you're suggesting complementary products that they could order. So it might be, if they got the home essentials kit, they'll definitely want the fractionated coconut oil, or if they got the family essentials kit, that maybe they want to add on a diffuser. If they was the natural solutions kit, maybe there's some items that they would want. And so what I would do is, while you're filling that out, is you're having them look at the natural solutions handout that you gave them and say, hey, is there anything else on here that you'd want to add on? You see what has come in here. Or if you have a product guide or one of the living magazines that came with the class in a box that you purchased, that you can have them look at that, and they'll see maybe some other things. There's shampoo, there's some great skincare products, and just letting them know if they see anything else that they want to add on, that we can add them on, or that we can add them on next. You could order them next month, but it just gives them something to do, and it's possible that they'll add some things on. So the third scenario is that they say, I want to talk to my spouse or significant other. And so what you want to do with this is you want to find out if it's a smokescreen, right? And so you can just ask this question, hey, no problem. How do you feel personally, though, about purchasing the home essentials kit? Because you want to find out if it really is that their spouse is probably going to be concerned, because maybe they have some deal with their spouse that, you know, purchases over a certain amount that they want to talk to each other about, or that they just know that if it's, you know, that higher price kit, that their spouse might have a concern because they weren't in the presentation to really understand the value of it. So they could see that that's a concern. So you just want to find out if it's a smokescreen or if that's really how they feel. And if that's really how they feel, like, no, I really want that kit. I see the value of it. I just think that my husband might think it's too much. That's fine. What you want to do is find a solution that's in a price range that they will think that their spouse is comfortable with. So maybe they chose the natural solutions kit and that's really what they want, but you can ask them, so which of these kits do you think your spouse would be comfortable with? And so he might say, well, he'd probably be fine if I purchased the home essentials or the family essentials kit. He'd probably be fine with that, or she would probably be fine with that. And so celebrate and say, well, that's great. That's fine. Why don't you get that kit? And then next month you could order some things to be building up your stash, because we want you going away excited and having what you want, but also, of course, we want to respect your spouse and what they would appreciate as far as kits. And so, and even if that comes down to the intro kit and saying, well, that's no problem. How about we go with this spouse won't kill me kit, that you can at least take some oils and get started with them. So those are some different scenarios. So keys to closing and wrapping this up is that you want to just make sure that they feel awesome about whatever they choose, and tell them also when it will arrive, to expect, depending on where it's being shipped to, how long it will take. And also, if they want to think about it, that's fine. Find something small that they can start with, so that, remembering to be able to drop down different options, and hopefully you can get to something that they will feel comfortable with purchasing today. Because really, it's not likely that they're going to buy later. And in your mind, you just want to be thinking they're not going to buy later. And following up with people can be hard and as a hassle. So being able to get that purchase in today is important, because then you can schedule that membership overview or that follow-up appointment as well. So you'll have another contact with them. And so that we're going to be talking about scheduling a membership overview. And then the final one will be asking for referrals from the people that you meet with. And when you get in the habit of doing that and you do it well, that you will never run out of people to talk to. Now, I just want to say that, we've gone through a lot of this different script and it can be a little bit overwhelming. We really want you to understand the why behind the things that you'll be saying to people, and knowing that you will actually have your notes there to be able to walk through it, and you'll get really comfortable with doing it and see how easy it is and how well it works. So your takeaway or your get it done for this one is just practice troubleshooting, thinking through some different scenarios and a couple of the things that you might say to do those drop downs, or find out if it's a smoke screen and how you'll handle that.